next to me.
How you doing, everybody? This is your girl, Santasha Nicole.
You coming in fresh out here with the new braids and stuff, y'all. I don't know what it is. She done turned in this whole little model thing that she got going on. Every time I go to social media, I just see all these pictures of her. She's out in Atlanta, mask face on, still trying to be a model. You know what I mean? Hey, but I see you've been doing your thing, man. You've been getting around and just really enjoying yourself, man.
Listen, trying to just make some sense out of all this and still be careful, but live my life, have some fun.
It is, because she acting like somebody's mama right now. Cause Jesus calling me every day. You got your mask? You got your mask? I'm like, hey, I ain't wearing no damn mask.
You better wear your mask.
What's up, y'all? I want to welcome y'all to the live, man, with Marc and Tonya. You know what I mean? We're going to sit here. We're going to do a few Q&As, talk about Love and Drugs 1, where all that built from. And we're going to get a little bit about Love and Drugs 2. We're getting ready to do the release party. Excuse me. Actually, we're getting ready to do the red carpet for it August the 8th in Mesquite, Texas, man.
Yes.
If you ain't, I know people trying to talk about, man, why I can't get tickets now. Well, look, people, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't expect the tickets to go out.
They sold so fast. Like they sold out
in a week. Like, yeah, and then they opened something up and then it went right back to the same thing. Like, yo, I had no clue. I've had some of my people going off on me like, well, why you didn't get me? I was like, oh, I didn't know that it was doing that.
Yeah.
Who knew that people were going to buy tickets this early?
Yeah.
Did you know?
I didn't.
I didn't
But
know
I
that.
tried to send a text to like all of my people, and I did not think that it would sell out this fast. But it's exciting, right?
Yeah. I'm definitely excited. Y'all excited? I think it's an overwhelming feeling that we have been going through, man. Just seeing the response of part 1, man. First of all, thank y'all, because we couldn't even begin to fathom where part 1 would go to where it is right now. Just to see the love, people support, some of the breakdowns, man. And then we're gonna tell you some stories about some of the people we've interacted with who have come to us about part 1, how they saw it, how they viewed it, and the things they have shared with us, man. You know, we ain't gonna be giving no names, we ain't putting you out of people's business. Yeah. But some of these experiences, man, have been really inspiration toward us. Right. Like, we've had moments from people just freaking out about getting a chance to meet us, to folks actually shedding tears from being on the phone.
Had me shedding tears.
Yeah, like she's
in
very
Target.
You know, she's a very emotional person. But this has been a great thing, man. It's been really, really awesome, man. So let's do this right here. Let's do this. First, we're gonna give you a little bit of background of who we are and where we come from. All right. So I'm gonna be a gentleman. Definitely got to let the ladies go first. And y'all see, because all y'all talk about how beautiful she is and all this stuff. And first of all, we're going to kill some myths after this too when we get into this stuff. Because there's a lot of questions that come to us, and I think we're going to clear the air on some of that tonight. Can we do that?
We can.
We can clear the air on some of that. So won't you tell the people, like, you know, who you are? Like, you know what I'm saying? They just like, bam, you just came out there.
Okay. All right, guys. So like I said, my name is Santasha. I go by Nikki. My close friends call me Nikki. I am a nurse. I work for Parkland. A mother of 4, 2 girls, 2 boys. I have a grandbaby. I always joke around and say I'm a full-time actress and a nurse on the side, because this is like my first love right here. So how did I kind of want to talk about how I even got this role.
Oh man, that's a crazy,
right?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think people should know, and for this purpose only, because when you talk about divine connections and how things work themselves out, and this would be one of those situations, man. And when you hear this story is one of those things where you be like, wow, because a lot of people may not know this, and we talked about this with somebody on a phone conversation, that, you know, she wasn't the original Tonya to this movie.
Right.
I don't think a lot of people know that. So I guess you can tell them just, you know, from your perspective how all that was broke down.
Yeah, so I think I met Corey during a stage
Just Like Your
production called Just Like Your Daddy, like years ago.
It just popped up.
I don't even think I talked to you.
We didn't have one conversation.
I didn't even really
we
know
have a scene
we were
together.
in the same. Right.
We didn't have a scene together, so we never had a conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I just used to do all of these like stage productions, and then we did one together where we played a couple, and it was really, really nice. Well,
Can't Marry Who You Loved and Marry Who You With.
Yeah.
Which we're actually in the process of filming.
Yeah,
right
it was
now.
a really good production, and so we just found that we had a great chemistry, And so, like he said, I was not originally casted for this movie. And so there was like an emergency type situation with the original lady playing Tonya. And she did not have a voice or something like that.
Yeah, she got real. Like, production started on a Friday, y'all. And mind you, the production had already been paid for. Everything had been put in place.
Yes.
The location, the people, all this, the crew, and
everything.
The original Tonya.
The trailer.
Yeah, we had already shot a trailer.
The trailer.
Like, there's a whole trailer out with the original Tonya.
Yeah.
And shout out to her, man, because she was a blessing through this whole process as well. And people don't understand that. She got sick. And like really, really sick. Like went to the doctor, and doctor said for 2 weeks. This is I'm talking pre-corona. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she was
like, don't talk.
Yeah,
right.
he was like, don't talk.
There
don't
was
do
no
nothing.
voice, but don't even try to speak.
Yeah.
Like rest.
Cause she tried, and she called me, and it was like, man. So I remember DeMarcus calling me, and he was like, man, what are we gonna do, man? Everything is paid for. I can't push it back 2 weeks. That's done. And I remember right after that, he asked me like, man, do you know anybody? And I was like, yeah. And I just had received a text from the other lady, and she was like, listen, man, I totally respect if things got to move on. And that's why I respect her so much, because it was bigger than that moment. Mm-hmm. And she said, if y'all have to move on, do it. You know what I mean? So I sent my blessings and love to her. And so I thought about, I had just come out of a production with Santasha. And I was like, man, yo, this would be really cool. She has a great look to her. She could really go, and we've already worked together in a relationship.
Right.
So I remember calling her, and she like, what's up, bro? I was like, yo, so this movie I'm doing, right? The lead lady fell out, and they sort of need somebody else, and I thought about you. And she was like, here's the thing. Yeah, she didn't ask no question.
Okay.
All right.
When? You know what I need to do? He was like, tomorrow. I was like, what?
Like, after 12 o'clock the next day?
I said, I don't even have the script. What are you talking about?
I said, cool. I'm going to call back over here and I'm going to get the script for you. She was like, you serious? I was like, yo, I'm totally serious. So then I connected DeMarcus to her, and we all got on a three-way, and he was like, so you feel like you think you can do it? He was like, yes. He was like,
I was scared as shit.
Like, yeah. Like,
I was just getting off work. Still had my scrubs on. I just picked my daughter up from daycare. And then I get this call from Corey. And then I was like, my hair is not even done. He was like, can you go get your hair done tonight? I was like, who's gonna do my hair tonight? It was crazy.
He was like, yeah, just get it. Here's the money. Go get the hair done.
Yeah.
Be on set tomorrow by 6:45. Whoa.
Crazy shit I ever
right.
done.
So that thing in itself, y'all, and immediately when she walked on, it was this thing, y'all. We just went right back and picked up where we was from the last show that we just did, which the show itself was a very dramatic show. So us getting to a point of trying to build this chemistry for this relationship that we were about to pursue wasn't a hard thing, because we understood how each other moved at this point. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. So and the one thing that I found really, really interesting in this is because people ask this all the time. So let's clear this up. First of all, we just jumping in here. Man, shout out to Candace Renee, man. Our publicist.
Renee.
You see the Team Marc and Tonya,
Team
right?
Marc and Tonya. I need
T-shirt.
y'all to copy y'all a Team Marc and Tonya shirt.
Yes, there will be information coming out tomorrow about the Team Marc and Tonya Love and Drugs 2 shirt. You know what I mean? So we definitely need y'all to copy.
They feel so good.
They do.
They're extremely soft.
They do. Like, you know what I mean?
So Corey ordered a medium, right?
No. Listen.
No, because you need to. You see this post?
No, because I want people to see how
he got a medium. This thing was around his arms like this. I'm like, bro, you're not 50 Cent.
I could be 30.
He 30 Cent, y'all.
30, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
his new nickname.
Come on, man. Like, listen, y'all, they don't understand. Like, I done got back in shape and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Y'all, please tell him he look good in his shirt.
Yeah, y'all do that, because it makes me feel real good inside. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we fast forward. We move into production. And needless to say, y'all, this is our first feature film in a lead role. Both of us are coming from basically nothing to something overnight in this process. Because we've been doing a lot of staging, and we did like some background film work.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now it's time to really step out there and deliver this whole total package. And for both of us, this was a new realm of life. But thank God that there's a Kenny Gardner in the world who is there, and he really stepped on and really kind of guided that moment as far as Love and Drugs
We
One,
love
man,
Kenny.
with his professionalism and his knowledge of being in front of the camera to excel this moment. So shout out to Kenny Gardner, man.
Kenny Gardner.
Yeah. So the
Raquel.
yes, definitely. And people don't understand, she wasn't originally L.
Yeah.
It was
wasn't.
No, it's
Yeah.
a lot of not original moments of people in this movie.
Yeah.
As far as part
Just
one,
got
y'all,
brought
and
in
how
and we just had to do the do.
yeah, man,
Like literally looking at the script, like right before we go, like, okay, then I'm supposed to get mad right here, blah 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 blah. Okay, got it. That's how it went down.
yeah. But since everybody's tuning in, we do want to drop this disclaimer for everybody that coming in, asking y'all to share, start a watch party, man. And if you got questions, definitely ask the questions, because that's what we're here to do today. We're here to answer your questions, because I get so many DMs all the time, and I always screenshot them, especially when they have her name involved in them, when people want to ask stuff. So today, that's what we're doing. We're going to sit down, and we're going to address this stuff head on about what it is you want to know about Marc and Tonya or Corey and Santasha. You know what I'm saying? So definitely do that. Go on into the link, share this, share that, start your watch party, and ask away. You know what I'm saying?
One of your questions is the release date.
When is the release date? That's a damn good question.
Good question.
I can say that the parameter of October.
October something.
The October
ish.
Yeah. They originally said December, y'all. And fortunately, we don't control the level of that. So we're gonna say this. Allegedly, it's supposed to be in October.
Mm-hmm.
At the latest, it will be December.
That's good. That's safe.
That's safe.
That was good.
Can't nobody come back and hit us in the face for that.
You said that it was coming out in
October. You're right.
October. The latest December.
It is. So
y'all are gonna
they're gonna love it.
Y'all are gonna love Love and Drugs too.
Why they gonna love it?
They gonna love it.
They gonna love it.
Like
You saying if they love one.
If you loved one, you gonna fall out of two.
How they gonna fall out? Hold on. I love Love and Drugs One.
I love Love and Drugs One.
I want to fall out over two.
So silly.
That's funny.
No.
That's funny.
For real. Y'all, and the characters, like the other actors and actresses in Love and Drugs too, y'all, we got the best of the best in this movie. Like, listen, y'all are gonna really, really enjoy it. They did the damn thing. Everybody brought their A game for you guys, and you're gonna love it.
How would you describe Love and Drugs 2?
Oh, interesting question.
How do you describe Love and Drugs 2?
Yeah.
If I had to assimilate movies, it would be like Titanic, Boys in the Hood, and like Titanic, Boys in the Hoods, and like Don't Be a Menace. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a menace.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a menace.
Oh, let's give me Baby Boy. Some in a mixture of that, because I think the one thing that y'all are going to enjoy what DeMarcus did with Love and Drugs 2 is he went in depth, because part one was more about the development of the loyalty one, understanding what loyalty was and the sacrifice of love, and it talked a lot about that. So it built the center around Marc and Tonya for that moment. So part two now kind of grasps out and generalizes specifically the other people around
Right.
them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what happens is, it's always like that 6 degrees of separation. You find out how connected everybody is
Right.
by what's going on. You know what I mean? And and the one thing that he did do is any questions that you had from part one, he comes back and answers it in part two. And then he creates
Listen,
this.
shout out to DeMarcus Bailey. DeMarcus is a genius, y'all.
Can I say this? fucking genius. All right, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's my last cast for
Yeah.
the night.
Quit cussing.
I am. Amy, I'm sorry. I told you that. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
but DeMarcus, y'all, he's just a class act type person. Like, he is just, we got an after party, but he's just an awesome just writer. Like, his mind when he's talking about things, I'm looking at him like, how did you even bring that together? Like, how did you even think about that? He's awesome.
Yeah.
I love working with him. He's so easygoing, right?
Yeah.
So down to earth, so humble.
Yeah, because he's one of the people about the people, you know, and his heart is in a position to where he wants to make sure that you are in the best position to win.
And if he says he's gonna do something, like,
he's gonna do it.
it's gonna get done.
It's gonna get done.
And it's not gonna take forever to do it.
It's gonna get done. It ain't. I remember one of the first days she's like, you know, one thing about him is when he talk about it, just go down
It
there.
just happened. Like,
You know what I mean?
it's already happening.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it is, y'all. And understand this, man. This dude came in the game with no knowledge of anything. He just took his money, put it into position. And what people don't understand is, man, when y'all look at Love and Drugs 1, that man put his own money behind that. You know what I mean? I remember one of the first things he said when he wrote it and we were talking about it. He said that, man, I'm going to put a majority of this money into production. He said if people mess around and say they don't like the story, at least it's going to look really, really good. And that's what we were leaning on with things, because we know, and I get people all the time say, man, I ain't gonna lie, I thought when I first was looking at it, I was like, this is gonna be like a iPhone
They
movie.
did.
You know what I mean? And then I cut it on and it was like,
Okay.
yo, this is a real
good movie. Yeah.
This is a real movie.
Yeah.
You know, so
I heard that too.
yeah. So the thing was, man, was just understanding now, because I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna be transparent as hell. I was scared. I ain't gonna speak for nobody else. I was scared of Part 1. So what we did in the midst of it, we gathered at my house one day and we watched it. And when we left, it was more like, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know what folks gonna say about this.
Did we do that?
You did, because you like, what you think? I was like, I don't know. Because here's the thing, and this is what we had to understand. When we told this story, we told it from a still position. Because if y'all look at a lot of this movie, we were already set up in certain locations every time it came up. You know what I'm saying? And generally, when you think about most movies, there is a lot of things that are moving throughout the movie. You know what I mean?
You did not like that.
I didn't.
So Corey I can say that he did not like that about Love and Drugs 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is our first movie. Can we just get through it? He wanted some action, jumping over cars, rolling in the street. He just did not. He felt like we were too still, right?
Yeah, because when you're doing a small budget movie, a lot of times things are so heavily critiqued, and you didn't want to sound repetitive in the storytelling movement of actors and how they coexisted in the movie. And that's what scared me, because I didn't know how the world would see that. I didn't know how the country would receive us telling a story from sitting right here. You know what I mean? But what I found out, and I was totally wrong, people, I am here to say that I was 100% wrong. And I tell DeMarcus all the time, whatever it is you thinking, you roll with, brother. Because thus far, you hadn't led us wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we found out that people were more in tune with the storyline itself.
Right.
Like some of the things that we have received from people have been in depth to them to describe and articulate the storyline and their perception and how they saw it. You know what I mean? Because we thought, even with the 10 years thing, we thought maybe people was like, yo, that's over exaggerated. But folks actually got and understood the point of the 10 years when it came to the sacrifice of love.
And had been in similar situations.
Yeah.
We've gotten that from so many people, that they've been in similar situations, and like it just really touched home for them.
Yeah. We just had a conversation with a young lady.
Yeah.
Who's going through a Marc and Tonya situation right now.
Tears and everything, like it touched them.
She just got out of court.
And we're just like, oh wow.
We was probably on the phone maybe 20 minutes, no, a little longer than that. Probably 20, about 19 of it was crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Probably 19 of it was crying. And she's a very emotional person. In real life, y'all, she's emotional.
Don't
Like-
say it like
No. It's because she loves hard. Like
Keep
the
trying to
friendship.
fix it.
No, because when like we call each other sister and bro stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we have a really tight knit circle. There's not like a lot of us. So when we talk about certain things, and I understand y'all, it ain't always good between us. Like we have had issues and falling outs and arguments and stuff like that, and she's hung up in my face several times. You know what I'm saying? But the genuine thing that I love, first of all, understand is we don't move a whole nother day without talking about this stuff.
Right.
We find a way to get, because it's still respect. Even when we disagree, there's still the respect there. And so when we move into the next phase of our relationship, it's basically talking about that, you know, and working on it. And I think that's how people should be with it.
We've learned to agree to disagree.
Right.
And if he's just talking about stuff that I don't want to talk about,
Yeah.
I'm like, Corey, if you keep talking about it, I'm hanging up. He'll say, okay.
can you change the subject?
I'm sorry.
So I'm just going to read a few of the comments. In part one, I've always wished Mark would have whooped the boy's ass in the gym scene and made fun of him in the classroom. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
He should have got his ass whooped. I agree.
Someone else said he beat the truck up when Tonya found out he was a drug dealer.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna tell something there. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's a
No,
funny
go
story.
ahead.
The truck thing. So that was actually one of the Marcus's vehicles. And afterwards, his wife goes,
I laugh every
Why?
time I see that.
"Why did he hit my truck like
And
that?"
then he did a whole spin, like a whole spin.
So let's dress this up. Y'all. All right. So here's the interesting thing about the fight scene. What y'all don't know about this fight scene, the fight scene wasn't its original situation either. When we pulled up that day, the Marcus had already had it set on an outline of what he wanted the fight scene to be. He came to us and he said, "I want you to say this, 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 and this.
And then, like, make it do it.
Make it go together."
It was like nothing in stone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how mad am I?
Yeah. So we like, while they're setting up, we walk off to the side and we're talking like, "All right, let's say this. Let's say this." Now understand, y'all, we do have a script, but sometimes these moments come in and they add certain things in. You have to kind of improvise the moment. So the fight scene had an outline to it, but it was mostly us improvising, you know. So we walked off and we had a conversation and we went over it 2 or 3 times.
Right.
She said this and I was like, okay, I responded. She was like, well, you say this right here. I was like, all right. And so we had like 4 points that we had to touch. He said, "I don't give a damn what you say, but you say these 4 things.
4 things.
You
Right.
gotta say these 4 things. Don't do nothing outside these 4 things."
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, I mean, you do outside, but make sure you touch these points.
Right.
So we did it. We worked on it. Mike and them get the cameras. They come back and they go, "All right, let's hit it." So if y'all notice, we're getting out the truck from the scene of us walking out of my warehouse, and they go action, and we get out and I say, "Whoa, where you going?" And she storms back and just boom hits me. I wasn't ready. My Kevin Hart was, I wasn't ready.
He was not ready because he just stood there just looking at me, and I'm like, "Bro, say your damn lines. Why are you just sitting here like this?" He was just like,
people looking.
and I was like, "What are you doing?"
I can hear people going, "What the hell wrong with Esme?
What happened?
What the hell wrong with Esme?" Like, cause I didn't say nothing. I just looked at her like.
Then he was like, "Hold on."
And I
Then
walked
he
off.
walked and went and sat in the truck.
Did.
And I'm like,
She get
"What
the truck.
happened? Did I forget to say something?"
Bro, what's up? Did I drop a line or something? Well, I was like, "No, you scared the shit out of me. I forgot I'm a line." Huh?
He really just stopped like that.
Then she look at it. Then she get defenses over me because people like, "Yo, what's going on? Hey, what's that? Hey, wait a minute." He said, "Hold on, y'all. All right, we gonna get out of here. Just hold on. He getting it together." I was like, "Damn, okay."
Yeah.
So I sat there. I said,
And then they whispered about me after. They was like, "I think Santasha really been through this shit before.
"Yeah." You know,
I think she's going through something in
Right.
life."
It was.
They're
So
like,
I-
"Where did you pull that from?"
Yeah, because I'm telling you, when she said it, the initial one that she did, y'all, scared the living shit out of me. You
He
know what I
really
mean?
just
And
like
I
that.
forgot everything I was supposed to say. I was supposed to go who, what, when, and where. And I was like, huh? And
We had to go sit in the truck and have a moment.
We had to come to Jesus meeting.
Yeah, and
I
then
looked
I'm like,
at it, yeah.
"You ready?
Yeah, I said, okay.
Let's try it again."
At this point, I said, okay, she's gonna fire. I got to come. Because honestly, y'all, if I did that first take, that scene would have been totally horrible. Like that'd have been no energy. Like she'd have been doing this, and I'd have been here, and she'd have just walked me down. You know. So we had to come back. Now, here's the other interesting part about it, is that we were shooting live outside.
Right.
These lofts. So mind you, there are people living in this area in downtown, and so the police got called after we did the first take. Police shows up.
They're sitting in the window.
People are
across the street, like
people have opened up. Now they see the cameras.
Yeah.
Because at first they were like, "Oh shoot,
shit, here they go.
Where these black folks go? Where these black folks go doing acting the fool?"
Clowning.
Yeah, but when they started seeing the screen protectors and all this stuff, and they saw the cameras, now folks are like, "Oh, they shooting a movie. Let me see." Because you know where we shot this, man, this had never happened like that. So
now we're getting applause from across.
Yeah, we finished when they called the last.
They called the police on us first. Then when they realized that we were filming, then oh yeah.
Yeah, at the end when they were like, "Cut, it's a wrap," everybody was like, "Woo! Great job! Woo!" We was like, "Yeah, that was it. That was we did that.
Yeah,
we love Pride. We love Pride.
That was a good scene.
Another question: why Mark let Ebony live, and is she gonna die in Love and Drugs too?
Well, one, I ain't telling you that.
Why don't you let Ebony live?
Okay, so let's break that down.
Cause I don't appreciate this.
You don't. But the look on your face.
I don't appreciate that at all. Yeah, let's talk about this.
All right, so you have to first understand the root issue of where Mark was. He was in love with Tonya. And even with he went through what he went through, his heart was with Tonya. Eb was a woman he found and brought her from the streets and put in a position to help run his business. Right? Now, what y'all have to understand is when Eb started stealing that money, remember, Eb now knows about Tonya. And Mark is treating her secondary like she's nothing. So naturally, when you're in love with a man like that, what you want to do? You want to get his attention. And the way to get Mark's attention through that is to start messing with the money. You know? So ultimately, Mark understood that. When he called her to that bridge, he understood that Eb did that because she wanted his attention. And he couldn't be a hypocrite because, remember, Mark was doing everything to get Tonya's attention.
That's right.
So why?
Uplifting and stuff.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So why would he kill her for feeling like he feel? He just didn't want that life with her. He wanted it with Tonya. So when he knew that, but he knew because of the code that they live by, he couldn't let her go.
Right.
So he gave her the money and told her to disappear.
And never to come back.
Yeah. And that's why I say loyalty, man, sometimes isn't fair because it puts you in bad positions. You know what I mean? Because now you got a lot of people. And sometimes, and everybody, when everybody lies, I don't think it's always a malicious thing.
Right.
Sometimes people do it with a good intent. Like when Mark did that, it was with a good intent. I'm not going to tell everybody what's going on because of what's happening, because I know in her heart she loves the shit out of Mark. You know what I mean? So that if that answers your question, yeah, he couldn't do it because he'd have been a hypocrite. You wouldn't have felt Mark at that point if he'd have took Eb off. He'd have been like this vicious dude, and that wasn't Mark.
Right.
That wasn't Mark. Because remember, Mark is not a street dude
at all.
He was just mentored by a street guy who gave him the business, and the only way that the business could roll is if it was through him. And his loyalty is what kept him around with all the people because they all embraced him. You know what I mean? But yeah. Mark wanted a better life. He wanted the picket
Mark was a good guy.
He was. He's really a genuine gentleman. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's good. And in part 2, Eb comes. She does come back. Y'all said, of course, she comes back. I don't know if she died because I hadn't seen the movie yet, y'all. I don't. And people say, well, you hadn't seen the movie. I haven't. I'm not on every scene, so I don't know what happens.
Okay, another question. Jamie Cross says, I'm curious to see if Bishop's killer will now be a part of Mark and Corey's camp. In part 2.
Well, here's the thing about that. Remember, Mark and them were getting out of the game. They were leaving the game. So I don't know how that thing emphatically would roll because Mark never really wanted that thing. He never really wanted that spot. He just wanted life with Tonya. And he was trying to figure out how to give both sides what they wanted while he got what he wanted ultimately. And I think that thing. So as far as Bishop's killer, I don't think Mark wants part of that. I don't know. I don't think he does. I don't. That's a tough one.
After Tonya did 10 for Mark, I'm curious to see where his loyalty lies. Tonya or Corey?
Damn. Yeah.
They coming hard.
Damn. You know what I
They
mean?
are coming hard.
All right. So remember, I said loyalty is not fair. You know what I mean? Because this is the actual line that we actually live by in real life. Loyalty is not the most important thing. It's the only thing. But what happens with that, sometimes loyalty is to a fault. And what you will get to experience in love and drugs too is loyalty being to an extreme circumstance. You know what I mean? And Mark is put in a position where he has to make a decision.
He has to make a choice.
And I think it's tough. I think it's tough for anybody to go through what he's about to go through. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine your significant other doing 10 years for you? Like, you just...
Here's the thing. Did Tonya really do the 10 years for Mark?
Yeah.
She did.
Boy, I almost hit you.
I
I did 10 years for him.
That's fine. So,
That's 5,000.
okay. So let me ask you this: is it the 10 years for Mark, or was it the 10 years based on you didn't want him to go to jail? Because ultimately,
It's both. Because if you had went to jail, that was your third strike.
right,
So you weren't getting out.
right.
So whatever kind of relationship or something, I mean, I say it. We're going to be talking through a glass. That ain't going to work.
But it ultimately wasn't his fault.
It
So
was not. No, because I did know. But still, 10 years. Don't try to play my 10 years light.
No, we're not. No, we're not gonna play the 10 years light.
Okay.
But I think it's an unfair assessment that Mark takes a lot of heat, for this thing. Because
That's true.
A lot of people.
Because you didn't do anything.
He didn't, because Mark is a gentleman. He'd never put Tonya in that situation. That's all I'm saying. Right.
So answer his question.
I don't know. That's tough. I don't know.
Are you going to be loyal?
Mark is loyal.
Are you going to be loyal to Tonya?
He's definitely going to be loyal to Tonya. And he's definitely going to be loyal to Corey.
Y'all heard him.
He's going to be loyal to both. I think.
He full of shit.
No?
Bye. But
That's not fair. Hit me with the next one. That ain't fair. Don't be asking them tough ass questions.
that was a good one.
Lala Armed asked, she said, were you mad when you came in the classroom and Tonya switched schools? I know you was, because you was clean and you was trying to show your clothes off. You ain't have on them dirty jeans and boots.
And them potato sack boots.
Hell yeah, Mark was mad. You know what? First of all, I stole all these damn clothes.
He stole these clothes and I didn't even get to see them.
You know what I'm saying? You know the process of stealing. I don't know what it's like. I have to ask the people that boost, but I can imagine that it's a pretty tough situation because understand if I got caught, wouldn't have been no school. Would have been an alternative.
Yeah.
So to get that and get the J's and red and have a basketball, put the jewelry on and walk in and turn your ass is now in another part of the atmosphere. Yeah, I'm pretty pissed. That's why he was stuck. He's like, I know this motherfucker ain't left and went somewhere. When
And I done stole on him.
I'm gonna throw it on. So at this point, now I gotta keep stealing. That's what's so Tonya's the reason Mark turned bad. Tonya's the reason. Yeah, he became a thief because of Tonya. God won't accept that. She don't want to accept that. That's cool.
That didn't have nothing to do with me.
What?
It really did, no.
What? He stole for you.
I didn't see nothing. I didn't get nothing.
Right. So now at this point, he might well keep stealing. You started that. Accept it. It is. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Does Corey get jealous of Mark choosing Tonya over him? He seemed upset when he brought her to the trap.
Listen, okay. This is funny because I keep getting confused because this is Corey,
Right.
but they're not talking about him.
No.
And I'm so mad at DeMarcus for this shit because he just like y'all just switch names. You're gonna be Corey, you're gonna be Kenny, you're gonna be this.
Yeah. Funny story is that because originally when he wrote this, DeMarcus and I were supposed to play Mark and Corey. We was gonna use our names. So when he came up with the fact of Kenny Gardner playing a role, he made him Corey. He made me Mark.
DeMarcus
So
was actually gonna play.
he was gonna play Mark. Really? Oh, you didn't even know this?
I didn't know he was gonna.
Yeah, when he originally wrote this, he was gonna play Mark.
Wow.
Yeah, he was gonna play. So for people that don't know, dude that wrote this was actually supposed to be Mark. That's where the Mark name comes from.
Yeah. Okay. That makes
That's where it comes from. It was him.
It's so confusing because we have a Mark, a Kenny,
An actual Mark,
and
Kenny,
then-
and Corey on set. And
but then they just rotated names.
yeah, because actually one of the new characters named Kenny, and the dude that plays Corey, his life in real life is named Kenny.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey Kenny, huh?
Yeah, everybody.
No, I'm talking about the movie Kenny.
Kenny.
Oh, okay, all right. Because we would do Corey. He was like, Corey. We both turn around. No,
Yeah.
the movie Corey.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the
Not
question?
you, Espy.
What was the
Not
question?
you. Was Corey jealous
Oh,
of Mark
choosing something.
choosing Tonya over him?
Yeah.
And even bringing it into there.
Because he seemed upset when he brought her to the trap.
I think he was.
I don't.
I think that what's the saying? Bros before
Hoes.
bros before hoes. I think he
was
felt like
disrespectful
that.
to my girl.
He
I need
was
to address Corey.
disrespectful.
He was
Yeah.
disrespectful.
He was very disrespectful.
He was very disrespectful. I don't know how I feel about Corey right now. I just
don't
really
know
thought
how
about
to
it.
feel Yeah.
Right. We supposed to be bros. You calling my woman out her name.
Right.
Like, I don't.
He felt like you were just getting soft over me.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I think it won't say more jealousy. Understand that Corey in this didn't have any other option of life for him.
Yeah.
This is all he wanted. So when you think about one of the things that people talk about when you start falling in love, you kind of start slipping up on what you need to be doing when it comes to
Right.
this type of
Taking
lifestyle.
care of your business.
Right.
This lifestyle. Like,
So to bring, and if you remember, he said, "Man, this ain't just your shit. This is mine too." And I don't just want anybody running through, because he knew at that point Mark was kind of
love
letting
when he
it go.
said that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Because you miss Ab stealing from you.
Yeah.
That's what he felt like.
Yeah.
She's, you know.
And Corey always felt Tanya's the reason you in this situation in the first place, and now you back here all. Because if y'all remember when he shows up to the little table where we're sitting there talking, where Mark and Tonya talking, when he realized that's Tonya, he looks like.
He did. He gave me a
Nigga,
funky. I know the funky.
I know you ain't sitting up here with this one. She done did all this shit.
Right.
He like, no, go sit down. Go sit down. I'm gonna let y'all chill. Go ahead. I'm gonna get out of here. So
Yeah.
I think it was more or less because he felt like Mark wasn't being about the business anymore, because he knew Mark wanted to get out.
Yeah.
Another question from Jamie. Does Tonya know that Mark is responsible for her father's death? He didn't pull the trigger, but he's still responsible.
Hell no. To the no. You think Mark was gonna tell her that though?
No, I did not know that Mark was responsible. You got some explaining to do.
How you ain't know I had nothing to do with it?
Did you have something to do with
I
it?
had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. I loved your dad. I loved your dad because he had you.
Did you know who killed my dad?
No. I just knew that things were different after you left, and I knew the only thing that I wanted to do was be here when you got home. Yeah. That's what I
So
wanted.
full of shit. That was good.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of you. I'm sick of you.
Well,
Did you go into that whole
I
place?
had to, because like I think sometimes she be spazzing out, y'all. Like sometimes she'll forget we done walked off set. She'll just go off for no reason. Like
You like, wait, are we still active? What we doing? You
yeah,
mad?
yeah, she'll be mad about something for real. And I was like, yeah, you know I didn't do that in real life, right? You know, we were just they said cut, we were playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us who are the characters to watch out for in Love and Drugs 2?
Oh,
Get a pen
definitely.
and paper.
Yeah. First of all, shout out to Nate Sue, who plays the character Jen. Let me tell you, I love me some Nate Sue, y'all. I love me some Nate Sue. I'm
You
a
remember
Nasu.
more than me.
I'm on my way to.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to.
Nasu is my bestie in real life, and she plays my bestie in Love and Drugs. So,
And I'm responsible for that. Not because you definitely got to watch out for her because Nasu is sort of like that conscious for Tonya.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the Jennifer character sort of like that conscious
Jen.
for Tonya.
Yeah.
Jen, that's what she does. Another person you want to check out is Mia Hunt. Y'all.
Mia Hunt.
Mia Hunt, you know, and she plays this role coming in. It's a very, 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 very good role. I ain't gonna tell you what the role is, but just when you see Mia Hunt pull up, you know it's going down.
It's going
You know
down.
what I'm saying? Mia is very much veteran
Yeah.
in the game. So when she was added to the cast, first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Everybody who is in the Dallas market that has done anything appears in this movie.
Right.
There is not an actor you can't name that is in the
That's
Dallas
not
market
this.
that doesn't show
Name
up.
somebody. Name somebody.
Name.
Name somebody.
Name. We'll wait. I'm saying
They all in here.
You got everybody from Draper Winston all the way down to
Montreal
Diggs,
Tywon Smith,
come on,
Andromeda,
what's my guy? Did Trap Murder with you?
Jared Tucker,
Jared,
we got
Candice Renee shows
Duca,
up. Duke,
LaDavia.
Corey Pratt.
Man, look, and we missing a whole slew of people. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
I'm telling you, for those
I sure hope y'all got y'all.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you too who else to look at, man. Y'all look out for the character Jay, played by Richard Hashman, man.
Richard.
Y'all are gonna love the shit
Woo.
out of this dude. You know what I'm saying?
I love Richard.
Like this dude,
Richard
like
is the shit.
this was his first. He
It was
jumped.
his first film.
This was it. This what jumped
So
on.
natural for him.
And he's actually. Let me tell you something. Dude is like 9'12".
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at him, like he just killed 6 people, but he's hella funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me your phone.
This is how he talks.
Yeah. So this is a scene with Richard Hashway playing Jay. All right, and action.
Yeah, I don't, man, get at me, nigga, man, fuck, man, I don't give. Hey, I know that. I was like, why is this
What?
phone like this?
She keep asking, why is he talking to the phone like that?
He just, and then he'll look at it like this and be like,
Yeah.
then
yeah.
he'll turn it this way.
What y'all doing?
Yeah, man, get at me.
Yeah.
This how we start talking on the phone. The funniest shit
See,
in the world.
and because it kills you, say, why does he talk to the phone like that?
That just killed me. Like, the stupidest shit make me laugh. That was so
It
funny.
is, man. The boy done his thing, and he's hella good in this.
Right. Yeah.
So y'all have some people that would love to rock a shirt.
Oh.
Yeah, I want. Jamie says that he would definitely rock a Team Tonya, his wife.
What's my husband's name?
Jamie Cross.
Okay.
Jamie Cross.
Shout out to Jamie, man. Big
Shout out.
supporter.
And he also gave props to Team Mark as well. So there's quite a few people that would definitely rock a shirt. Let them know that you guys are gonna do this live Thursday into the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I tell you guys what, we're going to do this Facebook Live every Thursday leading up to the premiere, which is August 8th. So you guys make sure you tune in.
Mesquite City Hall.
Yes.
Doors open at 6 p.m. Now,
Mhm.
like I said, it's already sold out. But the after party, there's still tickets going on for the after party. We will release that
Let's take this
information.
to the, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It hadn't been released yet.
Yeah, actually it is. I put a link up on my Instagram.
Oh.
You still go to
Okay.
eventbrite.com and you can get tickets for the after party. So yeah, and even though it is sold out, y'all, man, I'm telling you, the anticipation of this thing coming is magnificent. Because I'm gonna tell you this: everybody from the camera crew to all the way to each individual actor to extras walked into this thing and owned it.
They
You know what I'm
really
saying?
did.
They did. The difference in 1 and 2 is, y'all, we walked in with a different swag to this.
Yeah.
And 1, we were a little nervous, and then when people started saying, I love this movie, I love this movie.
They really love us.
Right. So when we saw the script for 2, we said, you know what? We finna go with this.
Yeah.
And you see a growth, and I think you actually see a growth in the fact that you see us married. I think you'll get a chance to see that thing. You see us actually act like a married couple in here. You know what I mean? You can see that growth. So, yes.
No, I was gonna talk about how we have several people that think that we are
Oh,
a
yeah.
for real item.
Yeah. So, what's the most common question they ask? Are you and Tonya a real couple in real life?
And we did not want to say it first, but since y'all just kept asking, we just kind of started thinking about it, and the answer is hell no.
No, people, we're
No.
not. Tonya's actually in a relationship.
You're just gonna put my business out there.
I did. Did I deflect that real quick?
just put my
I'm
shit
sorry.
out there.
But listen, no, y'all. I can honestly say we've never ever ventured across that line. Man.
No.
It's just been. First of all, let me tell you something. I have told her too much of my business to ever get in a relationship with her at this point. Too much. It's so much that anything that I do, she's gonna point out before I do it because she's gonna think about all the stories that I told her. So no, but she's one of those people, man, that have genuinely walked in my life and have embedded herself into my heart, and it's more like a family thing, y'all.
Yeah.
And that's where y'all see the chemistry come on, because we really hang in real life. Like, we really do things outside of this. We really hang at the house. We really go out around each other and do things. So, and we share a lot of the things that we go through. Like, she knows everything from my downfalls to my insecurities to life. So when we get a chance to display what our chemistry on film is, a lot of it is derived from the off-screen chemistry that we have in real life.
And it's such a blessing because, you know, even Corey and his personal relationships and me and relationships, like, there's never any, what am I trying to say?
There's no friction in it.
It's no friction, no jealousy. Like, our people know us.
Yeah.
And they support us. And
Yeah.
they are Team Marc and Tonya.
Yeah. I've
They
never
really are.
In the midst of a relationship, I've never been questioned about her.
Right.
What's funny is I get questioned about everybody else.
Yeah.
I got more pictures with her.
But yeah, it's never been anything
Yeah.
like
So
that.
to answer y'all question, no, we've never went that route, man. We're genuinely friends. It's this brother sister love thing, and man, we hold it dearly. You know what I mean? And my thing is, I think we cherish the friendship enough not to lose what we have and value in that over a moment in life. You know?
Right.
So, Team Marc and Tonya, that's what we are, and it's Corey and Santee in real life. But man,
Corey and Santee.
Santee, you know what I mean? I gave her that name too, y'all. So don't nobody take that.
It's stuck. I hated it at first, and now it's just stuck.
Because everybody say it now.
Everybody. Santee. What's up, Santee?
Santee.
Yeah.
Santee. Santee.
All right. So next week we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Y'all's characters.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So next week, y'all, we're gonna go into more about what the sacrifice is about, talking about certain things. We're not gonna give y'all anything with this movie because you want to watch it and see. But
Cannot
we
mess it
will kind of tell you the development going into this and what we did with distinguishing our characters and some of the new people that came into our life and things like that.
And maybe we can post some information about the shirts, right?
Yes, we're definitely, shirts will be going on sale to y'all.
$15.
$15.
Yeah.
$15 if you want a shirt.
$15.
They can inbox me if they want.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
check it out. So what we do? We're gonna put a link up. Definitely gonna reach out to our publicist, Candice Renee, and she'll have all the information and everything that we put in there, how you can get the shirts, where you can get them ordered from, and things like that. Man, y'all, please go and share. Please
Yes.
go and support, because man, listen, y'all, we love y'all, man. for
We really
everything.
do. If you get a shirt, please take a picture in your shirt and tag us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be dope.
Tag
Yeah,
us.
take the picture with the shirt and tag us in it.
Tag us.
Yeah, because we're gonna put it up, and we're gonna
Tasha Nicole
and Corey S.
and Corey Espy.
And we're gonna tag ourselves in the pictures and give them y'all.
Team Marc and Tonya.
Also, go to Instagram and follow the I Am Marc and Tonya page.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? She can't get into it right now, but
He locked me out. So.
no, I didn't. Stop lying. She lying,
He
y'all.
locked me out.
No, I didn't. I'm trying to
And
figure out.
then can't even remember the passcode so I can get in there. Anyway, but I can still see the stuff.
Find
But
the
you know,
damnedest time to put our personal business out here.
I mean,
You know what I mean? But
Okay.
no. So next week, man, tune in. We will start at 8 p.m. sharp next week, y'all. We just had some technical difficulties we was going through.
don't snitch on you.
Yeah, don't be.
Corey is the reason why we're late, though.
Yeah, even though she pulled up at 8 o'clock.
Because I was going to walk straight in. I'm like, hey, yo, what's up?
We got a blessing. DeMarcus Bailey will sponsor 10 shirts for the first 10 people who want one.
Okay.
Wow.
Did y'all hear that? DeMarcus Bailey will sponsor the first 10 people who wants t-shirts. So what do they need to respond on
They're
here?
responding now.
Respond. Get your team Marc and Tonya shirt.
So, man, first of all, even for the people that tuned in tonight with this whole Q&A thing, man, shout out to Candice Renee because this was all our idea to pump up the promotion going into the red carpet, y'all. So there's a lot of things that we're going to get ready to do. You're going to get a chance to meet other cast members because there'll be some more interviews and stuff that'll be popping out from this, man. So stay tuned because I'm telling y'all, the day leading up to the release of Love and Drugs 2 is going to be epic. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be epic.
One more time.
Epic. And then what people going to do when they get to see it? So, man, if you got questions, save your questions for next week. We're going to come back and we're going to hit it back right here again and get to talking about things, man, so y'all can ask us what you want to know, and, man, we're going to tell you what you need to know. You know what I'm saying? So, on behalf of Love and Drugs 2, The Sacrifice, Team Marc and Tonya, man, I'm Corey Espy.
And I'm Santasha Nicole.
And, man, we're going to see you next week, baby. Thursday, holler at us again, 8 p.m., and we'll be in there. Don't. Hey, how they going to do it again?